Yo, what's up, peeps? Your boy P, also known as CaptainP67 from Twitch, back at it with another God Builds video for you today. And just a quick catch up what we've been doing. So we've done the Lance God build video, which is insane. Gathered a few hundred views already. We've done the Sword and Shield, same thing. We've done the Long Sword and we've done the Great Sword yesterday. So it's been less than 24 hours, but I got so much feedback, so many comments. It's been absolutely amazing. So what we're going to be covering today is the Charge Blade. So I'm going to be going through the Blast series first. So I'm going to go through all the weapons that got Blast procs, which I feel that got the most damage to Safi Jiiva. Obviously it's weak to Blast, and we'll get you through that quest kind of quick. Many parts broken, great builds regardless, offense and defense for any situation. I ran them in the Guiding Lands quite a few times. I got a heavy bowgun build coming as well, which is slightly different than the other heavy bowguns that everyone's using the main one for the new Glutton 3.0 build. But without further ado, we're going to get into the build. Just quickly to say shout out to R9220 for that donation. So he kindly donated £25 the other day to the stream, which is absolutely amazing. So we're getting towards that donation goal. We've got a couple more subscribers since the other day as well. So we're going to keep moving, keep pushing for what we're doing. So thank you all for supporting. Thanks for all the comments and the likes and the shares. And make sure you support my content. Without further ado, if you look at this badass weapon right here, we've got the, let's get the name for it, Safi Shatter Shield. So with the Safi Shatter Shield, what we've got is attack of 1073 base, great purple sharpness, great white chunk of white sharpness, 55% base affinity, 200 blast damage, and file type is impact file. When you mod it the way I've modded it, you're going to get critical eye 7, guard 5, critical boost 3, weakness exploit 3, focus 3, artillery 3, defensive guard 3, slugger 2, windproof, attack boost 1, health boost, recovery up, and guard up. And they all synergize well together, and I can talk you through the whole build right now. So without further ado, let's get to it. So what I've added is a sharpness increase of 6 on there. I've added status effect up 5, sharpness increase again, my attack increase, and affinity increase. We can add the sharpness slightly more if we need to, but it kind of works to the base purple, and we'll get the build done for you. So let's go through this. We added the health augment, health regen, which has been asked of me before, and I'll go through the whole build with you right now. So if head over to the decorations, what we've added, we'll get to it. So what we're going to do is remove these. So let's remove this. Pow. Pow. And pow. And as you clearly see, what we have in the main weapon itself is a 4 gem slot. So we got 4 gem slot right there. We've added a KO medicine jewel 4. We've got the golden headdress beta. You get 2 weakness exploit. You get 4 gem slot and 1 gem slot. We've added guiding attack jewel 4, artillery 1. In the Damascus mail beta, we got focus 2 included with a 4 gem slot, a 2 gem slot, and a 1 gem slot. I've added a guiding expert jewel 4, a KO jewel 2, expert jewel 1. I've used the Luma Vambraces beta, Luma Vambraces alpha, and that gives you artillery 2, windproof 1, a 2 gem slot, and a 2 gem slot. I've added a tenderizer jewel 2 in there, and a critical jewel 2 in there as well. We've used the Odagron coil beta, which gives you critical eye 2, a 4 gem slot, and a 2 gem slot, which gives you charge of vitality jewel 4. That's what we've added. I've added critical boost 2. And we've also used the Gruger Greaves beta, which will give us critical eye 2, plus a 4 gem slot, a 2 gem slot, and a 2 gem slot. We added Guardian Expert Jewel 4, Shield Jewel 2, Critical Jewel 2. I've used the Ironside Charm Maximum, so that's Guard 5, for that kind of defense against anything with Guard up. It's absolutely insane. And again, no lots in the mantle, which I've mentioned before in my previous builds. These are not really required. Obviously, you can remove it for a blast. You can have blast instead. But I don't really go off my base builds based off the mantles. However, you can adjust the builds according to your own playstyle, so you can get that extra kind of damage on top. So for example, if you're new to the game and you just got mantles, if you've already got KO jewels in there too, you can't do more than 5 slugger unless you change your build. So we could add something like Mind's Eye, could add whatever you want in there on top, could add heroics, could add peak performance if you don't have it in your build already. And obviously I'll go through each and individual step of the phase for you, each individual build. So I'm just going to go over this for the newer players and the newer people to the game, and obviously for the veterans we'll just cover everything for you again. So critical eye again is very important for that critical damage. You want to do as much affinity as you can. Critical eye is 50% base, but you will be guaranteeing proccing pretty much every time and every hit with this. Even when you're actually in the main base attack of the smash overhead, you'll see the procs come up with the ultimate smash plus crits on top of that. We've got guard 5, which has been mentioned again. So massively decreases the impact of attacks, reducing stamina depletion by 50%. Critical Eye level 7 will give you 40% base affinity. Critical Boost 3 will increase his damage dealt by critical hits to 40%. Weakness Exploit 3 is attacks that hit weak spots have 30% increased affinity with extra 20% affinity on wounded parts. Focus 3 increases the fill rate for weapons with gorges, and charge rate for weapons with charge attacks. Increases gorge fill rate by 20% and reduces charge times by 15%. So it's absolutely insane, especially on the charge blade. Artillery 3 strengthens explosive attacks like Gunland shells, Ribbon Fire, Charge Blade, File attacks, and sticky ammo. So we've increased that to level 3. So increases power of each attack by 30% and reduces Wyvern's fire cooldown by 50%. Offensive Guard temporarily increases attack after executing a perfect time guard. So when you do guard, you will get that offensive guard with your active increase of attack of 15%, which is absolutely insane. Slug AM for knocking out monsters and stunning monsters, making them drool. Used it a heck of a lot, but I think 2 is definitely viable with the build, and we've got to include everything else in there. Plus this is like a bonus on top, so it definitely makes a big difference. Went out to Guardian Lands yesterday, just a few testers out. Tiastra, Rajang, a few others in between. Got him to exhausted states pretty quick. Did a lot of damage on top, absolutely insane. Safi Jiiva the same thing, a lot of damage, a lot of parts broken, absolutely insane. We added extra attack in there. You can always add or take away any of these adjustments to make the build suit your own playstyle, but I always do like a little bit of attack. But we do have attack in the base build on the Awakened Augment as well, but I do like to add as much as I can DPS. So with all that included, I mean, even if you add this with your offensive guard, it's definitely viable, especially with attack going to plus 21 total. But I mean, we've got this offensive guard built in as well, so you can change that accordingly. But offensive guard plus that will do insane amount of damage. To make it synergize with the most offense and defense, we added health boost level 1. So obviously an additional increase of health. Recovery up will get you that health actually back. So in a lot of times, Charge Blade can put you in a lot of animation attacks and kind of leave you open. But if you want to get that health back and get back into the fight, these two synergize perfect together. And again, we've added guard up, so this allows you to guard against ordinarily unblockable attacks. So that will make you block anything that's normally unblockable, and can kind of save you from getting carted a lot, which will kind of synergize with offensive guard. So when you do block those crazy attacks, you won't get carted, you won't get knocked over, and you'll automatically make this survival for you as well. Again, just to go with the quick mini info again, ready sharpness, status up, sharpness increase, attack increase, and affinity increase. You can change the status out for another attack or sharpness if you want to go for that extra purple sharpness. But what I do find is with blast procs, obviously it's not always going to blast. When it does blast, it's absolutely insane. I mean, that status up, I do find a lot more blast procs all the time. And we'll go over to the training area real quick, and I'll show you the kind of damage numbers, what it's capable of, and what it can do. So if you have any questions, let me know. I have covered a few weapons, but I will be covering every single weapon in the whole series. And so far the love has been great. A lot of views, a lot of likes, a lot of shares, a lot of comments. I've been bringing some people to my Twitch streams as well, just through my YouTube channel, just for these videos. So if you want to support the content, make sure you follow my Twitch channel, CaptainP67 on Twitch. I do host open lobbies every day. I do farm every day. And I get a lot of parts, I get a lot of Dracolites, I get a lot of farming done every day and every stream, so it's absolutely insane. So make sure you check the streams out, and obviously you can watch the vlogs back to see the videos, the parts broken on monsters, the Safi Jiiva, Siege I've done, and the amount of stuff I've got as well. So again, you start off with the purple sharpness. I'll show you the base kind of damage first. No buffs have been added, so when you're just normal attacking, 56, 50, 99, 125, 84, 139. So as you can see, we're proccing quite a lot, especially with those crits. I'll just charge these files up for you, just to show you. So 56, 50, 125, again 84, 84, 125. And again, this is with no buffs on, this is just the base damage. We're still in purple sharpness, so after a few slashing, you got both files fully charged. We're on purple sharpness still. And there you go, 431, 337, 87 and 47. So as you can see, obviously it will stay powered up, it will stay charged, still in purple sharpness, still. We haven't used a sharp jewel or anything to keep protective polish on for now, but you can always add it in there if you wish. But with the amount of sharpness you get, it's absolutely insane. And again, you'll see the numbers are absolutely crazy. 320, didn't even proc fully. We haven't even clutch clawed it yet, but we just got to white sharpness now. So the amount of damage it does, the survivability it does as well. Again, I don't just go for maximum offense. I go for maximum offense as well as defense into the build, so I feel like it's the ultimate build. plus the extra bit of health as well on top. It kind of covers everything for you, which I feel is a true god build. If you're going for a true god build, I think you should have everything included. Not just max DPS, I think you should have, you know, max DPS as well as defense. So 435, 340. As you can see, the numbers are insane. A lot of damage. And of course, like I said, you can change this to suit your own player style. There is not just one true build that covers everything absolutely in the whole game. Everyone plays differently. I'm an aggressive player. I like to get in, get out, do lots of damage, get back in and like, well, say cart, but cart the monster basically. So we flip it on them. But again, 434, 340, like it's just absolutely insane. And that covers all the kind of base for you. So again, if you're using the build the way I've done it, without any buffs, as you can see, you get 1073, 55 affinity, 200 blast, impact file, and a great chunk of purple sharpness with a lot of white sharpness. And it definitely lasts, definitely viable. I used it in Guidelands, I used it on Safi Jiiva, many parts broken, a lot of damage, and 435 again for you. So without further ado, make sure you support my content, make sure you support what I do. The sub and the donation links will be in the description below on my Twitch profile. So that will be there linked for you. So you can click on my Twitch profile. If you want to subscribe to the Twitch channel, you can support me there. If you want to donate, you can do it through the Twitch channel. I do stream every day on Twitch, 11 hours a day. Majority of it is Monster Hunter with a few other games, Warframe, Fortnite, a couple other games in between, Dead by Daylight, Star Ocean Adventure, another RPG game. So support what I do, support me in general. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave some feedback, maybe some comments. Support what I do, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.